And I'll introduce you to one cheerleader that you can fall head over heels for.
Offices around campus are collaborating with the field goal attempt of raising awareness. Right now, these seats are empty, but when the basketball teams take the court, the C unit shows up to bring their A game and add the pressure.
The first that we're seeing is taxation of marijuana. Amendment AA is a Colorado statewide tax that is 10% on sales tax and 15% on excise tax.
The weather isn't the only thing that's frigid on CU's campus today. I'm here at the UMC getting students' reactions to how they feel about their tickets being held ransom at last night's women's basketball game. September marks National Alopecia Awareness Month. I had the chance to meet one athlete with a sparkle in her eye, a smile to light up a room, and a huge heart.
Meet Presley Ayers, an 8-year-old cheerleader for the Cheer Central Suns in Broomfield, Colorado.
Presley is a vibrant, young little girl. She's so funny.
She is amazing. She is a tough kid.
Presley is very special. This is what Presley looks like now. Presley has alopecia universalis, a condition that made her lose all of her hair in less than 6 months.
About 1% of people who have alopecia actually lose all of their hair.
A lot of times you just get patches, but I have a really rare kind.
I want to say about December of last year, she started to lose more hair.
It felt kind of sad.
When she really started losing it, she lost it really fast, probably in about 2 weeks.
I thought I was going to be different than other people, like people would treat me different.
I think that was the hardest part, was finally when we got to the point that, it wasn't something that we could hide anymore.
The Ayers family began to move forward with how they were going to approach Presley's new look. Although she began competing in a wig, as time passed, Presley came out and decided it was time to keep shining.
Wow, our support was just overwhelming.
I never get sad about it really anymore.
Ultimately, there's been several times where she's looked at me and said, "Mommy, I am who I am, and I want people to know who I am." And, there's not a whole lot more you could ask for.
It's allowed her to find these other things in her life that make her beautiful beyond something just physical.
She's been such a blessing and a testimony to both me and so many others that, what really does matter is what's on the inside. She feels beautiful.
Presley's newfound confidence shines across ages and teaches us that no matter how dark the shadows, the sun will rise again. Sean Espinoza, News Team Boulder.
The U.S. has seen a movement towards diversity in the past few years, and that includes the military with the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. The GLBTQ Resource Center hosted an event to tell stories of LGBTQIA experiences in the military.
Veterans Day is a day to celebrate all of the men and women who have served our country. That idea has thought to be especially true since the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell in September of 2010. People like Christine Black, who served under 3 different states in the U.S. Army, talk about the progression of the movement and how it's a step in the right direction.
We had a natural disaster strike home while we were deployed, and I was impressed with the fact that the unit family readiness group actually went to my friend's girlfriend's house to make sure she was okay on top of everything else.
Rachel Sear, a transgender woman who served before transitioning, felt the shortcomings that the repeal did not cover.
I wouldn't mind being able to be proud of my service, but the simple fact is, I can't be.
Although repealing DADT gives one the right to disclose their sexuality, it does not protect against discrimination.
DD Form 214 still shows my birth name, so the Department of Defense does not recognize who I am.
Even though America is moving towards being more accepting, there is still a long way to go.
We are absolutely thankful for all of our veterans and their service to our country. Both the GLBTQ Resource Center and Veteran Services offer support services and can be found on the 4th floor of the C4C.